guys, you're with Lisa. It is great to catch up with you again. So, vision boards, we are nearly through our month. How exciting! I hope you've had some fun and I hope you've really been able to plan what it is that you would like to manifest for 2020 and get some sort of idea and clarity around what it is that you want. I did promise you that I was going to be doing a little video on the apps, so I've done that separately and that's linked to this blog post below, so please go to that and just have a little bit of a look. It's just in relation to some of the apps that I use. There is actually one called Vision Board and I find that the best, and you'll be able to have a look at the reasons why I actually like that one the best when you have a look. It's a beautiful day here today, so this is going to be very quick, short and sweet. I'm going to head out. It's actually a public holiday, Australia Day in Australia, so I'll be heading out very soon. Today's podcast and blog post is just in relation to how you define what success means to you. This is really important because if you can't define it yourself, then you're going to find it hard to really try and be clear about what it is that you want. So there's a good couple of questions there. Take your time to visualize yourself as a success in what it is that you want, and really understand what you see, who you are, and yeah, it just goes through a couple of different things here. And 10 life-changing questions to ask yourself. So let me just go through a couple of these with you. So the first one, where do you want to be in 5 years or a year or even 10 years? So it's a really good way of goal setting, and we have been through this before. And let's pick one more. What would I do if fear weren't a factor? So this one is a really good one. So a majority of us get held and stuck in specific points in our life because of fear, and it's maybe a fear of failure or maybe even fear of winning. It's like, oh my god, what do I do now? So if you could imagine for a moment that you had absolutely no fear that was holding you back, where do you think you would be? And if you could overcome this fear, do you think it would make a huge difference? So that is a really good question to be asking yourself, and some of these questions goes a little bit more into detail around these, so go through those. But today's vision board, what I'm going to do is just turn this around for you in a moment, because I'm starting to plan my thoughts around what it is that I would like to see as a PowerPoint. Like it's just like a slide when I open up my I open up my computer every day. So what I've started to do here, if you can see, let me just turn this off for a moment. Okay, so I've got here just a couple of different just words that really resonate with me. And what I'm going to do is change the background. And I'm going to actually set this up as a picture. And I'm going to have this show up as a backdrop, like on my computer. So the words abundance, growth, divine, travel, wealth, manifest, develop, all of these things have huge, powerful meanings to me. And then I'm going to attach a picture in the background that really resonates with each one of these things, and so that it kind of just changes daily. And it's just a visual representation of how and what I would like to happen within 2020. I'd like to see myself traveling more. I'd like to see the center expand, myself expand with more knowledge and wisdom, explore change. I love change. I think change is really good. I'll just pop this light back on, it might make a difference. And intuitiveness, being really intuitive with yourself in order to maintain that fresh understanding of where you're at, what you want, and also listening to yourself. I think that's really important. Happiness, obviously, the more happy you can be within yourself and everything that you're doing is just absolutely amazing. And manifest. Growth is obviously a huge one. Growth financially, growth within myself, like still exploring myself, growth within family developments and exploring and a whole heap of different things. So this is something that's very, very simple that you could do on a PowerPoint or even a spreadsheet, and then save it as a PDF or a JPEG, and then have it come up as a backdrop on your computer, and then you see it every time you open up your computer. Obviously, if you don't use your computer too much, it probably wouldn't be worthwhile, but you could even save it as a JPEG and have it as a backdrop on your phone, so that when you're looking through your phone, as long as it's, it doesn't, it's not too much in the way of all your apps and everything else. It can be a little bit hard sometimes. Or what you can do is simply have these as a JPEG file, so they're just like photos that you save, and put it in your Pinterest site. Maybe have a Pinterest site that is completely for you. You don't have to have it live, it doesn't have to be up for everybody to see. It can just be for you, and you can have all of these different things there. So it's another way of exploring vision boards in a different way. So guys, I'm going to leave it with that. Make sure you click the link below so that you can watch or listen to the blog, or read the blog, or listen to the podcast, whichever one you decide to do. Have a wonderful day. I look forward to catching up with you tomorrow. We are nearly at the end of this, and I look forward to moving into what's coming up next. Namaste.